small.
Difference between your 2 grain silo bricks. So if you read those, one is for stone and one is wood chips. That's the difference. Now, like I said, Bodine, keep in mind that the one for wood chips does have a warning, and I'm tracking. It's because it doesn't have the bale trigger. So I just need to sit down and put the bale trigger in it. When I originally made that, I didn't realize that wood chips could go into a bale. So I need to go in and fix that. But that's the difference, and it should be in the description when you hover over it. So it has to do with error vegetable harvester. Ah, okay. All right, that makes sense, Ryan. That makes sense. And like I said, I do like the way that this one does it. So I may end up taking this and making this a pea harvester also. At least for my own use. And then I believe there's one other Oxbow out there, the spinach harvester.
That one works really good too.
Does it? Okay, so both of those work really well. Oh, I kind of like that, the way it's different.
Yeah, the pea harvester is the only one that's really difficult to unload because of the spout.
Right, and to be honest with you, if someone knew how to move that or extend that spout by, I don't know, a foot or so, I think it would be good.
Yeah, it needs just a couple of feet.
Yep.
Really.
I'm back. Any luck? Lost in the fire.
He said he was so frustrated he left.
Yeah, it's possible.
No, he's still there. He's just being very, very quiet.
He's thinking.
He is. Either that or he stepped away for a minute because he hasn't answered yet. So.
Sometimes I can't listen when I'm thinking.
Or he smashed his computer in a fit of rage.
Yeah, well,
That-
that's possible too.
Computer through window. Mission
Sometimes I
accomplished.
can't think when I'm listening. Yeah, I don't know.
Can't listen when you're thinking.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't think.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yep.
That's how I live my life.
Why think? It's painful.
Yes.
Say
exactly
and
right.
act before I think. That's my motto.
Act before you think?
Yes.
I always
Especially
act
speak
before
before
I
you
think.
think too.
I always
Ready,
think
fire,
it's-
aim.
Yeah, I always figured it was easier to ask for forgiveness, you know,
But yeah.
than try to get permission to.
You're still married after this many years too, so it proves.
Well,
you're
with
right,
her, I
see.
use a completely different concept. I am always wrong. She is always right.
Okay, all right.
Even when she's wrong.
Yeah, yeah. I'll let you tell her that.
I'm back.
See, I told
Davey.
you just.
Yeah,
You still had the field by triggers in there. You had to delete those.
I did, but I didn't save it after that. You said to export it.
Oh,
I tried that. You could try it. It still didn't work.
Oh, I agree, Bodie. Thinking is overrated. It is. It is. It is.
I can delete him out if you want again.
Nah, he's already
I just did.
He's going to load it up and it's going to work. That's the way it's been
Hey.
going. And then he's going to send it back to you and it's not going to work.
Right?
Tell me it would be par for the course the way everything's going.
It's usually the way it works around here.
So,
This better not screw me up.
He's doing it in his map.
Yeah, I am. I am. No, I am.
Back up your map first.
now,
I saved
why
it.
do that? If you ain't living on the edge, you ain't living.
I saved it. Alright, let's see.
Ryan, you playing on the server right now?
got the terrain. It's completely blank. It needs a little smoothing, but I just want to see where the fields are going to be so I know. Then I'll work it out. Start redecorating and repainting.
So you were able to get the terrain over no issues?
The terrain's in there. It's a little bit jaggy, but it'll be easy to smooth the whole thing
Right.
out pretty easy.
Yeah.
I've already messed with that a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I just want to know where the fields are because that's kind of crucial to restoring it, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is.
After that, grass, trees around them, and putting the objects in the water plane. Actually, after this, I'm going to try the water plane.
Ah, okay. Oh, all right, Ryan. Is Wheels around?
Which I'll export the water plane from there, see if it can harvest with the full water plane, or if I got to do that. Then if not, the terrain goes over to Green Thumb.
Oh, there you go.
He's more familiar with how to cut a water plane out.
Most likely not yet. Ah, okay. All right. I was just curious.
Well, you're right. It is not working.
Ta-da!
So, have you tried turning it off and back on?
I'm trying that right now.
Okay.
Kind of am, actually.
Just a thought. Crazier things have happened, for sure.
Just want to compare.
I kind of want to get in the editor now and start playing around, but I don't know if you guys would be entertained by that or not in the chat. Because I've had about enough of Rivers Bend. I want to start working on what the future 1X is going to look like.
I'm trying to think of another alternative to plotting the fields, maybe.
Hold on. I'm not
Okay.
giving up yet.
Okay.
You guys sure? Because I will actually I will do that, but I am going to try something first. I want to save the game, and then I want to go back in and I want to see if this guy is still going for it. So, all right. So I will get into the editor. We're going to do a restart real quick. I want to see if this harvester continues to go, because like I said, I did have that issue before. But then I'm going to get in and I'm going to start playing around in the editor, removing some stuff, moving stuff around and stuff, and start coming up with the concept of operations for what is going to be my future 1X map, which is going to be kind of interesting because I think it's going to be a lot more simpler in the sense, because in the past I've had to bring other stuff in, and I'm using everything base game so that we can keep it that way. So all right, so let's see what this guy does. So he went right back to working, so that is good. Is it the pea harvester you said you wanted a longer? Yes, that's the one that I wanted a longer shoot on it. And I'll show you what I mean. So, pipe out. Oh, I got to start it. So this pipe right here, Tyler, is what I was talking about. I would like that to come out some more so it was higher, at least above the vehicle's tank. But I don't want it sticking up all the time. That's what I'm looking at. All right, let me know what you come up with for sure. I would most likely use it for sure. All right, let's jump into the editor and start figuring out what we're gonna do and everything like that. At least for terrain and stuff. Still gonna have to play around with mining materials and all that stuff. So we'll have to see which way that goes. But yeah, I am gonna use the US map for the baseline. Actually, I need to see real quick because I'm running on 10.0.2. Is that the most up-to-date one? I believe it is.
Yes.
Okay.
I have an idea, Dave. I'm working on it.
Yep, no problem. Take your time.
All right.
Just get it done right. No, I'm only kidding.
You're doing it. I'm just fixing it so you can do it.
That's fine.
Yeah, not a problem, Tyler.
The
I
user
completely understand.
attributes are all wrong, like the old ones. You know, like you
Yeah.
need the name indicator, so I'm replacing all those. So working on it. I bet you it's looking for those. The script.
All right. So we need to update this, and we've got to see the stuff that we're going to be taking, and we may utilize it, but we're going to do it differently. Let's look at the main farm. We're going to end up changing the waterways and stuff like that too. Let me see, where is the water plane? There's the water plane, all one piece. Well, almost all one piece. It's kind of weird the way that it's done.
There's multiples in the folder.
There is. Let me see. Water simulation. That must be the movement. We've got the mirror in that. I don't understand what the red arrows mean in the scenograph. I noticed like football field has it, water planes have it. So I'm not quite sure.
They're either groups or referencing into either i3Ds.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. So one of the things that we've got to do is we need to lift the water plane out of the way for right now. And I need to look. We need the splines because we're going to end up taking those out also. I guess the easiest way to do this is let's look at the billboards because we can start deleting some of this stuff. I want to see if the group they have underneath there is all the same. So that is billboard. So the 2 3s should all be the same. Whoops. Went too far underneath. Yes. So I can delete that, all the 2 by 3s. Okay, now we've got a 3 by 2. Let's see what that looks like. Basically what I want to do is eliminate all but one of everything. And then kind of make an area so that that's where I can add stuff or whatever. Okay, so we'll leave one of those. We'll get rid of that. That's another 3 by 2. 3 by 2. 2 by 1s. We can delete those. Right there. Another 2 by 1. 4 by 1s. And billboard wall. What the heck is the billboard wall? Let's see what we're looking at. I'm assuming it's the billboards that go on the walls. Yep, it is. So we've got a 2 by 1, 2 by 3, 3 by 2, 4 by 1, another 2 by 1. So we can get rid of that. We've got the 2 by 3 there. We've got this. Yeah, we've already got that one. We've got that one, and that one. Okay, now let's see. What
Ladies
is-
and gentlemen of the jury.
You got it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll send
What'd
it
you do?
over.
What'd you do?
The user attributes were all wrong.
Oh.
It needs like the name indicator index is 1 and the dimension index is 0. Those needed to be in every field. That was what the script's looking for, apparently.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So now we're going to take and we're going to delete a bunch of these barrels because I don't need them copied.
And Dave, you'll wanna, after you get this, see, the only thing that it does do, it starts numbering the fields at like the last number, so it'll start at 71. So
Mhm.
that'll be a little pain for you, but
Okay. Getting rid of those. Hang on, no more jury duty. That's right.
and then align polygon points to terrain. Actually, put the points right on the terrain. That works too.
Okay. Let's delete those. So
Mhm.
we're going to keep one of those and then come down here and go like that. So that's going to leave us with one barrel. Perfect. Now we need to open up the next one. And this is where we've got, so grain elevator. I believe that is the museum. That is. So we're going to leave that in there. Can't you auto renumber fields based
There you
off
go.
from farmlands?
Thanks.
Yes, I believe. Yeah, but he's going to have to paint the farm. Well, actually, supposedly in that script, and I haven't tried it, but supposedly it can create the farmlands based on the fields.
Really?
Mhm.
Supposedly it can paint. It can do that.
Huh, that's interesting. So here's all the props for
files.
that particular one, which we'll have to mess around with those and we'll have to see once we get to that. Railroad props. Okay, that's more stuff just around here. Lights. They built that as a group. That's fine. What I can actually do with those is I'll be able to cut those back. Let me skip that one. What's this one? This is build up mission. What is that? So that's centered there. Oh, is this going to be the... Yes, this is the playground. So that's one that I will definitely keep in there for that. Okay. Build up. What's this mission? What is this one? Oh, this is the wagons. All right, so there's another one that we'll be able to keep in there. We'll readjust it. If we move anything around on this, that'll be fine because what we'll do is we'll just make a new i3D. But for the most part, we will keep that like that is. Probably take out some of the road stuff because that's probably going to be different the way we lay that into the map, but that'll be all right. Patrick Gaming KD, thank you very much, or DK, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it, and welcome to the stream. Collectibles, don't need to worry about that. Destroyable objects. So let's see. This is stuff. Okay, so that's going to be all the rocks, and I believe that's everything. Yeah, so that is all the rocks. We've got those there. We are going to implement those, which is kind of funny because that's actually above the road there. So that must be, yeah, that's borderline to being off the map. So we will adjust that and go from there. So we need to leave the rocks in there. Now the fields, this is what we were talking about. So I believe JD said go scripts.
What are you looking for?
To bring that field mode up.
Shared scripts, farmlands,
Shared
map,
farmland
farmland fields,
farm fields. Oh, okay.
field toolkit.
Field toolkit.
And then to view the actual fields, like the what we used to see, you have to toggle debug rendering. Hit that on.
Oh, this one right here. All right, let's see what happened.
You might have to be clicked on the fields.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So it doesn't color them in all the way?
I know they're kind of weird, huh?
That is weird.
But the border is it's weird because the border, you can see the borders on them. It's the red lines.
Right.
So
Yeah. Which that is really weird. So now let's see. Adjust field. So can you click on? Let me move this one over here. I'll put that over here. What field am I looking at? How about field 1? Okay, so this is field 1. And how many points are on that one? There's the name indicator. There's the points. Holy cow, field 1 has 8 points. So if I do point 1, that's that one right there. I can... Okay, so I can still move it that way if I need to.
yes.
Which is good. Just trying to figure out... Point
It
2,
did kind of work,
3.
but it kind of made some
4.
fields like are going up on the hills where they shouldn't be. Like it's missing. But I can fix them. At least I got the locations.
Oh,
Yep.
you know what?
I'll have to make new points. I
Did
Did
think,
you
in
hit
some-
align polygon points to terrain? Did you have it do that for all the fields?
No, I didn't. Should I do that?
I would.
Let me.
Should
redo
drop it.
Let's see. All right. Go back with that. All right, so we see
Yeah,
the outline of the fields, and yeah, it is different the way that it renders them in, for sure. Some of them are colored all the way in, and then the ones, I'm finding that the ones that aren't square, well, no, there goes that theory, because that one's not square, and it colored it all the way in. So yeah, so that's going to be different. High and low spots in the field. Well, that's what I was thinking. But I'm not sure. Bounty Hunter, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. It's the hills on the land. Yeah, that I can see. But I know before it used to show it in all the way. It doesn't matter because what the concerning thing is the outside alignment. And stuff, so that's the biggest part. As long as that's good and it's registering the fields, that'll be fine. So, all right, which we are not ready for fields. We're still going through and trying to take stuff out. So we'll go ahead and close that, and we'll leave the fields alone for now. And football field, yes. I still don't know. I have looked at this thing and everything else. I have not got it to work in game yet. So
Did I do that before I convert them, or convert old first? Probably.
You have to
right?
convert old first, yeah.
there is a ball spawn trigger right in the middle. You've got the scoreboards and everything else. When you highlight the football field, it shows triggers in the sense of that if you put the ball through, it should register, a point or something. But we played around with it for almost an hour on stream the other day, and I couldn't get it to do anything. So I don't know if there's something else you have to do. I couldn't get the sounds or nothing out of it. So I'm not sure. Yeah, so those are the scoreboards. We thought it would be. So guided tour. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be info. Where is that? Yeah, so that's just down underneath. We will have to see how we're going to go ahead and do that. Map boundaries. Nothing's really changed on that. That's basically just your limitations on where you can go on the actual map itself. So for where those are, which, yeah, you'll still have those no matter what map you play with, whether it's a single size 4x, 16, whatever. You're always going to have map boundaries in that sense because it's the limitations of where you can go. We may or may not have to adjust those. And then, so there's map boundaries and custom map boundary. What is this one?
All right, I'll be back.
So that one there, I don't know if that allows you to go into that tunnel a little bit. That may be what that is, or it might be a height thing so you can get up here. But yeah, there is an additional one. Let me see. Map ends. Map end triple. Okay, so that is going to be, I believe that's going to be our X's. Yeah, that's going to be the X's there, so we don't have to worry about those right now. Basically what we're doing right now, just for those that are getting here, is we are going through and trying to get rid of stuff so we can start going around for making a map. Trying to get rid of some of the stuff. Okay, let's see. So that's just going to be a point right there. So this is going to be all the NPC helpers. So you got the farmer, animal dealer, the forester, the helper, and grandpa. So we will have those in there. Let's see. River. So this is one thing that will change. We have, here's the ship splines and everything. User conditions, render visible. Let's see. Nope. Let's, it used to be, okay, so that is visible now. All right, and then this one is going to be that one. That's perfect. Okay, that's different. But what we're going to do, what is this? That's the actual barge. Which one is that? Okay, that one's over here. So this one starts here. So you don't drive over the tunnel, you fall in. That's what it seems like on that. So I think you've hit the nail on the head on that one. All right, so this barge here will have to save that due to the fact of it being on the spline and using this type of thing. We'll see what we do for the rivers and everything once we start laying it out. Because like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in one area and I'm going to just start branching out from there. Not sure, like with the roads and everything like that, that's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a little bit wonky how I want to actually do this. Static ship, the ferries. So the ferry here, this here is one big cluster. I do want to keep those and be able to implement those in. I'm just not sure how or where I